it's here. Well, I go here because of. But it says something to me when I'm an idiot.
All right. Good Sunday morning, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Hello.
What up?
Good morning.
So I'm in my car right now. I'm downtown at the square in Murfreesboro, so I hope it all works out. We got Paulie. He's on location at the Bears game in Atlanta, Georgia. He's traveling with his buddy Jim, and everybody else is at home. So before we get started, oh boy. So before we get started, I just want to remind everyone that we are a nonprofit, and we're here to generate some money to send veterans and first responders to sporting events. So please, the kindness of your heart, it is Thanksgiving, so dig deep and throw us a few bucks. And also, I got some swag in. If you need a beanie, drop us a message. $25, I'll send you a beanie. Got some coffee cups, got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I got my new mug in.
Wait, we got new mugs?
Yeah, we did.
I didn't know about that. Still rocking the old one.
Still waiting
I
on
think
that
I started the Patreon. I got it from
Yeah,
Charlotte.
that's the Patreon one, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, was it?
So if you want a mug like that, you join our Patreon, and we'll send you some stuff out. So I think we're going to start with Eric and his MLB news.
So yeah, the MLB Awards came out this week, and the NL Cy Young winner was Sandy Alcantara. No real arguments there. That dude was a stud. You know, yeah. Bigger news: Justin Verlander won his third Cy Young, which puts him in elite company with only 10 other pitchers in the history of the MLB. So that's pretty great and amazing. Kind of sad he didn't win it as a Tiger, but you know that's just me being bitter.
Yep.
Paul Goldschmidt won the NL MVP, which again, no arguments there. That guy had an absolute monster, incredible year.
How old is he?
Oh, he's mid-30s for sure.
That's awesome.
Yep. And then John's boy Aaron Judge won the AL MVP.
Yes, sir. Well deserved.
You hit the nail on the head. Paul Goldschmidt's 35.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah. And then also, John, where do you think Judge is going to land? I've been hearing reports with the Giants.
Yeah, San Francisco is, I think, we just made him like a $330 million offer like 2 days ago. So we'll see. But if it's not us, I think he's going to San Francisco.
I agree 100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'd like that field. He would hit well there. Good team, hometown. So
yeah, he hit another 70 probably next year when the NL MVP.
Packed house. I mean, they know how to fill a stadium, and
is he from Northern California?
I think he's from San Francisco. Jason?
Yeah, I think so. If not San Francisco, around that area.
Yeah, the Bay Area. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, me and Paula used to own the Bay Area.
Yeah, we did. Kings of the Bay, baby. Kings of the Bay.
That's right. That's where Paulie and I met.
That's funny.
Dude, we were just kids.
Yes.
You're still just kids.
Always.
And then real quick, Michael Harris Jr. won the NL Rookie of the Year. Dude's elite in the outfield. Absolute elite.
Mm-hmm.
Cannon of arm.
Came out, just really sprung out this year and just had an awesome season. So
and he came out of nowhere. The dude came out of nowhere.
And I hope to see him do well again because the Braves are just they're lethal, man. If they could stay healthy and that pitching staff can really do what they're supposed to do, they're going to be the NL CS contender every year.
Yeah. And then Julio Rodriguez won the AL MVP or AL Rookie of the Year, which is a no-brainer. So I think they did a pretty good job this year with the awards.
I heard that
too much controversy.
The Mariners are looking to make some moves this offseason and really become a dangerous team as well.
Which they should. That fan base is rabid. I mean, look at the playoffs.
The stadium's awesome,
Hey, before we move on to college football, I just want to go back to Justin Verlander. He won a Cy Young. He's 39 years old, and he missed the entire last season.
With Tommy John.
Yeah.
With Tommy John, and he came back just on fire, man.
Yep.
And he got his first World Series victory.
Yeah, we're not talking about all that, though.
Eric's a little bitter.
Well, I'm bitter because
you're not with us, you're against us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The college football, I just want to make note that the Navy beat a ranked team yesterday. It's always a good day when the good guys win. They beat UCF.
Nice.
Yeah.
Number 3, Michigan squeaked one out against the unranked team, Illinois. And I think Michigan was at home, too. What the hell's going on there?
Michigan and TCU hit a game-winning field goal. TCU was wild, too.
Is there any news on that Corum kid yet?
The report was his knee is structurally healthy.
Which is good. I mean,
that's good.
Yeah.
That offense just fluttered without him.
Extremely one-dimensional. We also didn't have our backup running back that is at least a 4-star didn't play either, and I don't know why, but I didn't see him with any carries, so that also hurt. But
also
our passing game is rough.
The Vols against the Gamecocks, so that's going to probably kick them out of college football playoffs.
Before we pass it up, North Carolina did lose last night as well.
Georgia Tech.
Got it. I
wanted to mention one thing too.
Yes, sir.
Michigan State lost, and Indiana only completed 2 passes through the whole game.
Yeah. Quarterback is
Michigan
2
State
for
is
7.
Garbage, man.
Oh man,
it's terrible.
Wild.
Georgia struggled against Kentucky. They pulled that one out.
Yeah, they did. Utah lost to Oregon.
Yep.
That Pac-12 just cannibalizes itself.
Mm-hmm.
TCU almost lost one.
That was crazy. They drove down the field and with 10 seconds left, they didn't call a timeout. They just switched to the
ran the field goal,
and just ran out, kicked it, and nailed it. It was
2 seconds left on the clock.
It was a good.
That was lucky.
Game. I don't know if you practice it like they said they did. It seems like you're going to catch the defense off guard. If anything, they're going to give you a timeout. That's Otherwise, you're ready, and their defense isn't. And good shot at this game winner.
You probably have to practice that a lot, though. There's a lot of moving parts for a field goal
all season, and for a team like TCU, they're
your boys
John, you
Notre Dame
froze.
Yep, John froze.
That's right.
Oh, you're back. He's back.
Hey, Eric, your boys Notre Dame, they put a full game together yesterday.
Yeah,
they did. In the snow.
Oh, that was wild.
Yep.
The Buckeyes struggled. The Buckeyes struggled.
Yeah, they did a little bit.
The score didn't reflect it because they got a defensive touchdown at the very end, but there's 4 minutes left, and it was 33-30.
Lost too.
Yeah.
Hey, just the NFL real quick. They moved the Buffalo game to Detroit, and the Detroit fans asked the Buffalo fans, "Please do not break any tables when you show up at our house." I thought that was pretty funny.
That's actually a good call because Buffalo plays in a couple of days in Detroit anyway, so they didn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, that actually puts the Lions in a hard spot because we're in East Rutherford this week. So we actually have like a road game and then a short travel home game, and Buffalo will be in Detroit for 2 weeks, essentially a whole week. So
yeah,
that's
wild.
Not great as a Lions fan.
They're going to be the home team, basically.
Well, you guys are on a 2-game winning streak, though.
Yeah, we're right.
Divisional too.
Yeah.
I know this is unmarked territory for you guys, but 3 games can happen.
If they win this week, we're back in the playoff talks.
All right.
Yeah, we literally go through this every year.
We take second in the NFC North, but it's a rough NFC North.
Hey, it can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah, it could.
Well, today we're going to be at the Bears game in Atlanta there at the Mercedes Stadium, and if Justin Fields gets 100 yards rushing, that'll be the first time that a quarterback in the NFL has ever had 3 consecutive games rushed for 100 or more yards. So that'll be an NFL record.
If he does it, Paulie, you should streak on the field.
If he doesn't, you should do it anyway.
Hey, watch what you ask for.
Yeah, exactly.
Just make sure you have your nosebleed. Yeah.
I don't have it yet. It's probably at the house.
Dang it.
Should be there soon. So we have a guest speaker today. Hey, Paulie, I'm doing some behind the scenes stuff, so I'm gonna let you talk to your buddy Jim.
Hey, good morning, Jim.
Good morning.
Hey, so hey guys, just the background on Jim Blasz. Jim Blasz and I went to Weber High School in Chicago. We played football together as young kids and high school teammates. And anyways, we stayed in touch over the years. We also have Bob Duche and Ed Caderna in the room with Jim right now. Teammates and friends from back in the high school days, playing in Chicago Catholic League at Weber High School. Anyways, we got Jim on today. Jim is he's a well-known Ironman competitor. And welcome to the show, Jim.
Thank you. I don't know about well-known, just.
Well, you're well-known in the circle that I'm in. But hey, Jim, can you give us a little background on how many Ironmans you completed and what kind of motivated you to start doing them?
Well, I started the small triathlons back in. I was probably like 27. A buddy of mine did it the year before, and I just kind of said, I wonder if I could do it. And that's where it all started. And it just built from there. And I did a few years of those. And then I went up to half Ironmans. And then at 50, my girlfriend passed away from cancer. So I decided to raise money for cancer through Ironman. So at 50 years old, I did my first Ironman.
Good.
Good for you, man. That's awesome.
That's incredible. Yeah. Very good.
Awesome.
Hey, Jim, how many have you completed?
Go ahead.
How many Ironmans have you completed?
I've completed 3 so far. I did 2017, 18, and 19. I did Ironman Wisconsin in Madison, Ironman Louisville in Kentucky, and Ironman Texas in Woodlands, Texas. Yeah,
I was with your mom and dad and my wife at the Woodlands one, and hey, folks, just to go watch an Ironman, it starts in the morning, and you try and follow your competitor throughout the race. You wind up at night watching your competitor come across the finish line after like 14 hours later. It's insane. It's a lot of dedication. Hey, Jim, so what is an Ironman exactly? What are the events?
You start out with a 2.4 mile swim. Then you run into transition, change into your bike gear, and then you bike 112 miles, come back to transition, change into your running shoes, and then it's a 26-mile marathon.
Wow.
So it's 140.3 miles altogether.
Damn
How
it.
much time do you have to complete all
You have 17 hours to complete the whole Ironman, but each event you have a certain amount of time to do it, because they calculate it to, if you swim over the time limit, you're not going to make it in 17 hours. So you can get disqualified after the swim or after the bike if you don't make it in a certain time. They'll cut you off.
Well, what I find fascinating is what compels an athlete to take their body to an extreme, but just initially, but you've done it multiple times, and hats off to you, man, because, you know, I'm the same age as you, and, you know, I have a hard time walking down the steps at the house sometimes, much less, you know, doing what you do.
It sounded like you got tired just watching him do the Ironman.
You know what, John, I was actually tired of walking. We walked probably 10 miles that day just to try and follow these guys.
They should have gave you a medal.
No, you know, that would be stolen valor. I won't do that. Hey, Jim, real quick here. So what is a training regimen for you leading up to one of these events?
When I did my first one, if anybody's going to do one, I suggest you get a coach that knows what he's doing, because I had no idea. I did the small ones and I kind of just did the distances, but it's a whole nother level when you get to the Ironman. So I had a coach and a team that sent me workouts every day. So you basically swim 3 days a week, you run 3 days a week, and you bike 3 days a week. And a lot of it is you're doing what they call brick workouts, where you're jumping from a long bike to a long run and stuff like that. So your long bike days and your long run days are, you know, they're 6 hours long.
It's that to me, I can only equate that to my Navy time with the Navy SEAL. Not me being I'm not a Navy SEAL, but I have friends that are Navy SEALs, and the commitment to get through that kind of training, I you know, that's the most extreme thing I know of. But now that I'm familiar with this Ironman on the civilian sector, I got to say that's probably the most grueling sporting event that I can think of. And oh, by the way, there's no Paulie's Corners today because they kicked me out and put me out in the hallway. So, you know, Paulie's Corner will come back next week.
Play the music. Play the music.
Yeah,
hit it.
That's his rant. There is no.
Yeah.
Alabama, I'm sorry, guys. You know what I got? I got a rant about Alabama fans. You know what, people? Get rid of your stupid minds on Facebook and have some damn class. All right. Well, hey, Jim. Sorry about that. I think we had technical difficulty for a second there.
Technical difficulty. Hey, Jim, let's talk about your bike here. Like, how much does a bike like that cost?
That bike was $7,000.
Holy! So
yeah, that was as much as my first motorcycle.
What about sponsorships? Do you have sponsors that help pay for this?
I don't. Some people do have sponsors but you almost have to be a pro to get stuff like that. There are a couple. I forgot the name of the salt company, but if you advertise for them, they'll like sponsor you and stuff.
Look at that dude right there. Guys, hey, audience, he's 57 years old. Look at that dude.
Yeah.
57, guys.
So I want to interject here. Like, people die doing this race.
Yes.
I would die if I did it, that's for sure.
I've been to 2 Chicago triathlons, which are the smaller ones that I know of, and I've known 2 people that have heart attacks coming out of the water.
Wow. That's so hey, Jim, are you getting ready for another Ironman competition in the future here?
I probably will. I have nothing planned just yet. I've been looking at them. I just did October 16th. I did Tempe, Arizona, half Ironman at 70.3, which is just half the distance of a full Ironman. So this is like the start of the off season. So I'm trying to plan out what I'm going to do next year.
Gotcha. Wow. Well, some people would consider the Ironman, I'm sure, a bucket list, and your bucket is filled up with those Ironmans. So I know at the house, you're a pretty humble guy, but I know at the house when I've stopped by, you got a wall in the house with more medals than that I can count on one hand. And so good on you. Serious amount of dedication.
Thanks.
You're someone that we can all look up to and go, hey, you know what? Anything can be done if you focus yourself. And I just want to say, just keep up the great work, Jim. Wow, you're impressive.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Yes, 100%, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, like you said, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Definitely.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's some great stuff. All right, NFL, some picks.
Yeah.
I don't know why we had to bring this up.
I know. I just started. I'm coming back down with you, Eric.
Yeah, John had a real rough week last
I
week.
want to talk about it.
It was bad. Probably the worst.
State lost. It was just
Probably
Who's
the
in the
worst we've
lead?
seen. Me still at this point, but
All right.
between you and me, it's close, Paulie.
All right. I can't see it. Thanks.
I have 93. You have 91.
Yeah, stop picking the freaking Steelers and the Bears, and you'll probably win this thing.
Yeah, you probably could win it.
Every week I'm going to pick the Steelers and the Bears. Boom. Go Bears, go Steelers. Done. Bam.
Well,
I'm not changing my method.
I see we're pretty split evenly on the Lions and the Giants.
Yeah.
I'm back on the Kool-Aid.
Yep.
If this week was probably the closest in terms of like all the picks. I feel like we have a lot of the same.
Yeah. Everybody picked Washington. Yeah. Everybody picked Tennessee.
Yeah. Baltimore, Buffalo.
Most people picked the Jets.
Everybody got the Niners.
Everybody. Yeah. Well, I'm the only one that picked the Chargers, but that's because we're gonna win.
Hey, that's a divisional game. That's a tough divisional game. You honestly got a shot.
Yeah, tell me. We're
I
home.
didn't make the list on the left make it look all pretty. That's gonna drive me nuts.
Hey, how come my column looks different than everybody else's? I got the Steelers in there. What's going on here, guys?
Well, you're Paulie.
Yep.
Yeah. Some things we just can't explain.
I like how Paulie snuck in another little rant there about not having a rant.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, we all knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. Come on now.
Hey, just good morning to everybody out there. That's everybody have a good day.
Yes. So I'm in my car. My car got off on me once, so let's wrap this thing up. Jim, thanks for hopping on and telling us about your Ironman experience. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
Paul and Jim, have fun.
Nice to meet
in
you,
Atlanta, and go Falcons.
Yeah, go Falcons.
Atlanta.
All right, guys. Till next week. See you guys.
Yep. Let's take it easy.
Have a good week, everyone. Go Lions.
Go Chargers.
If you want a beanie, drop a message.